Hi. So in this video, let us discuss the need of interface in Java. So let us see a code sample. In this sample, we write a program without using interface and see what problems we face. And we will introduce a interface. So after the introduction of interface, how these problems are solved. So let us see that. So first we will create a class called car. So let us have two methods inside this class. One is apply accelerator, public void apply accelerator. Method simply prints accelerator applied. Let's have another method which prints break applied. Apply break. It prints break is applied. Break applied. Right. So now let us write another class driver. So in this class, let us introduce a method drive vehicle. This method takes car object as a parameter, and inside that method we can call the methods of the car object. That is apply accelerator and apply brake. So now we create objects of these classes by using another class main. So we write a class main. So inside this class, let us have public void main. So inside this method, let us create objects of car class and driver class. Now we can call the driver object method by vehicle and pass the car object. Okay. Now let us run this code and see the output. We are getting the output accelerator applied in car, brake applied in car. Okay. So now we want to send pass a different type of object, like we want to pass, instead of car we want to pass a van object to this driver object. So let us write a class called van. Let us have the methods like apply accelerator and apply brake methods inside this van class. Accelerator applied in van, brake applied in van. So now what we do, let's go to the main class and let us create a van object. Now let us try to pass this van object to this drive vehicle method. Now the code breaks. See the uh, compilation message, error message we got. The method drive vehicle in the type driver is not applicable for the argument van. So what we have to do is we have to make changes inside the driver class also. So in drive vehicle method, instead of sending car object, we have to change the parameters van, and only it works. So now it works. So let us run this code and see the output. So now we got the output accelerator applied in van and brake applied in van. Now if you want to send another object like Jeep, suppose you want to write a class called Jeep and pass that Jeep object to the driver class method drive vehicle. Again we have to make changes to the drive vehicle method. So every time we pass a new object, then we have to make changes to the drive vehicle method. Instead of doing so, if we introduce an interface, for example, let us introduce an interface called automobile. And in this interface, we define two methods like apply accelerator and another method as apply brake. We declare these two methods inside this interface, and we will make this car class implements this interface. So car implements automobile. The same way, van also has to implement this automobile interface. And one more important change we need to make is we have to go to the driver class and drive vehicle method signature we have to make change. That is, it the parameter type is of interface this time. That is, parameter type is automobile interface. Okay. So now this drive vehicle method only relies on the interface, not the implementation. So whichever implementation comes, so we can pass any implementation of this automobile interface to this method. This method will work without make any changes in the code. For example, let us create a class called Jeep. And this Jeep class implements automobile interface. So if a class implements automobile interface, if a class implements an interface, that class has to provide implementation to all the methods declared inside the interface. That is the contract. Okay, so we have to provide implementation to these two methods: apply accelerator and apply brake inside the Jeep class. Okay. So now what we can do, we can go to the main class and create a Jeep object, and we can pass the Jeep object to the drive vehicle method. Now the code is not breaking, it works. So now let us run this code. We are not making any changes to driver class now. We can run this code as it is. So now we are getting the output: accelerator applied in Jeep and brake applied in Jeep. So the interface helps us to decouple the application. So it helps us to make loosely coupled applications. So if you make changes in one part of the application, that will not impact on the other part of the application. That is the advantage, or that is the idea behind using interface. So interfaces are used to decouple or make application loosely coupled.